Hello my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, but before we hop into it, I did want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, which is Audible. You guys know I love Audible, and if you haven't heard them before, they're essentially a huge platform where you guys can listen to audiobooks, you can browse through podcasts, they have meditations on there. They have a wide variety of so many different things that you guys can check out on Audible, so I highly recommend going there, seeing what you love. And I personally have been listening to this audiobook called The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. This book has been phenomenal and life-changing so far. It basically decodes human behavior so you can understand people better, and you understand better how to get along with people and understand where they're coming from with different behavioral patterns and personality types. One reason why I love Audible so much is that you can listen to Audible 24/7. If you don't want to actually sit down and read a book, you can just listen to an audiobook while cooking dinner, while driving, while doing your makeup. I do that all the time. I mostly listen to Audible when I'm like doing my makeup or cooking and cleaning and things like that. And I honestly just love the convenience of Audible. It has been such a great platform to be subscribed to. It is one of my favorite subscriptions that I've ever had of all time. So I highly recommend checking it out. If you guys are interested, you guys can head to my link audible.com/gemgoddess, or you guys can text gemgoddess to 500-500 to try out Audible. And again, that is audible.com/gemgoddess, or you guys can text gemgoddess to 500-500. There'll also be a link down below in the description box if you guys want to go check it out. I highly recommend it. It is like my all-time favorite thing I'm subscribed to. And with that being said, again, huge shout outs to Audible for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. Hello my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one is your April 2021 love life prediction. So excited about this video. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you guys can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for your love life in 2021 in the month of April. So with that being said, I also want to add in a little disclaimer. You are not bound by this, you are not fated by this. Anything that you hear today is a reflection of your current state of being. Tarot is a beautiful tool to add awareness of what we're currently attracting and the path that we're currently headed on, but you have free will, my love, and you can change anything at any time. So with that being said, if you guys like to choose with crystals on these cards, let's pop some crystals on these cards. All right, my love, so if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some ocean jasper, then we have some thulite, then we have some amethyst, then we have some lepidolite, and then over here we have some zeolite. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for your love life in the month of April in 2021. So without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for your love life in April of 2021. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 1, here's what we have for you guys. We have the 5 of Pentacles being reversed, Queen of Pentacles upright, the 9 of Swords upright, Emperor and Judgment upright. Then we also have the Knight of Cups being reversed, as well as the High Priestess being reversed. So let's talk about what all of this is kind of signifying. So when we start off over here with the 5 of Pentacles being reversed next to the Queen of Pentacles, I see some sort of like apology happening, or some sort of like forgiveness happening, or feeling like you just feel a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like there's oddly something, it could be a friendship or a significant other that you've maybe had a bit of an argument with or a bit of a falling out with, that I kind of see some forgiveness happening here and creating more solidity, especially since it is next to the 9 of Swords. I do feel like there's been something that's been on your mind quite a bit regarding your love life, and I do think that there's some sort of like more solidity happening in the month of April for you guys that's going to help you feel a lot more like you're on top of things. It's going to make you feel like you are the ruler of your castle again, that you have dominion again, and that you have, you know, your self-empowerment is backed, essentially. So if you guys have been going through a bit of an unconfident time, bit of insecurities were popping up and things like that, I really see that those are going to be fading in the month of April. And I just see this like sort of like creating a more solid foundation, a more committed foundation. It could have been even worries about commitments or worries about somebody or what they feel for you or things like that. But I think that in April, we're going to get our ish in gear, and we're going to get our solidity back and our security back. okay? And then we do also have the Judgment card over here, and the Judgment is when we begin to let go of some old stuff. We can finally see why certain things happened in the past. We finally feel ready to express our deeper parts of ourselves, to be really authentic and show our true selves and show our true feelings and emotions and things like that, because we're ready to be kind of liberated from whatever we just went through. So whatever it is that you guys were going through previously is going to be healed, because you guys are finally liberating yourselves. You feel like you can finally really express your truest, deepest feelings, okay? We do also have the Knight of Cups being reversed, so I do think that you guys might have a hard time expressing yourselves emotionally, but the month of April, I think that it's going to be just a new opportunity for you guys to learn how to express yourselves emotionally in regards to your love life. I don't see a lot of changes happening in your love life necessarily, other than we're just sort of like adding in more forgiveness. I do see a lot of forgiveness and understanding happening in the month of April for you guys. So if that's been something that you've been looking for, I definitely see that coming your way for the month of April in your guys' love life. We do also have the High Priestess being reversed, and this is kind of when we begin to reveal a lot, but it comes because we've maybe suppressed a lot before. So the High Priestess, when it is reversed, talks about the fact that we might have been suppressing a lot of our emotion previously, or maybe we're used to not opening up emotionally in relationships, whether that be friendships or significant others or family members, that we don't open up to and express our deepest, truest feelings. April is going to be the month where you're like, hold up, I've been repressing a lot for a while, and it finally needs to come up. So the month of April, we're bringing in emotions that we've been holding back on, okay? And then the next card that we have birth and babies. So this one can actually be significant if any of you are pregnant right now or trying to get pregnant. This could be a good card for that. If not though, this is just kind of the beginning of a new cycle. So how can you better nurture yourself? How can you better nurture other people? So for your emotions, if your emotions are kind of like hard for you to express, how can you nurture yourself in a better way to where you guys feel comfortable expressing yourselves? Okay, so April is going to be hugely about the self-nurture and getting used to expressing yourselves emotionally, baby. So, all right, my love. With that being said, let's go ahead and take our romance deck. Let's see what else we get for you guys for the month of April. I really feel like this one's wanting to come out. Heart-to-heart conversations. That one fits in so well with your guys' reading so far. Okay, that makes total sense. Heart-to-heart conversations. We also have true love coming up. So if you guys want to find true love, you need to start getting used to expressing yourselves emotionally, because that's the only way you can fall in love with someone, is when you fully express yourself, right? So what I'm seeing for you guys is that you guys are going to learn better how to express yourself. That's why we have this Judgment card. So you guys are finally seeing maybe where you guys have your own insecurities, where you guys hold back a lot, where you guys have certain walls up. And April's about tearing down those walls, having some really deep conversations so that you can heal some stuff from the past and all that jazz, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our astrology cards and let's see what we get over here. So pile number 1, love life in April, we have Aries. So this is just jumping right into it. If you guys ever get like hot-headed and stuff like that, this is about taking a back seat, or just like jumping into speaking about your emotions. If you have a hard time with it, Aries is that energy of like, we're just gonna jump into it, we're just gonna do it. And it's just like you just take a leap of faith, basically. It's like the Aries sort of energy. But Aries can also be this hot-headed sort of energy as well, where we are only kind of thinking about ourselves, and maybe this is why we get into like awkward situations where people misunderstand us and things like that, is because sometimes when we only think about our own feelings, when we're only thinking about our side of the situation, things can get a bit lopsided pretty quickly. We also have Ceres, which deals with babies too, or just nurturing in general. So if you guys are thinking about getting pregnant and things like that, there's another confirmation for that. If not, this could just be about self-nurturing, learning how to mother yourself. If you guys have had like issues with your mom growing up, April's kind of a month where you're gonna realize those things surfacing, and they're surfacing for you guys to specifically clear them. You also might have some stuff going on with your mother in the month of April, so maybe you guys are gonna have some heart-to-heart conversations with her. If you guys can. If not, this is just learning a lot of self-nurture. This is making up for those, character flaws that we might have, where we get our neediness from, or where we get, other insecurities from, okay? Then we also have the Ascendant, which deals with expression, baby. So yes, this is all about expressing yourselves a lot deeper in the month of April. Let's try to get one more card out here. We also have Taurus. So making a solid foundation for yourselves and making a place where you guys can feel comfortable. Taurus is all about comfort. And so when you guys feel more comfortable, this is when you guys have the feeling like you can have these heart-to-heart conversations. If you guys don't feel comfortable, of course, we don't want to express ourselves emotionally because we're scared of rejection or we're scared of getting hurt and things like that. So April is about getting over that, finding your own sense of security and stuff like that. So with that being said, we're also going to take our Astro dice. We're going to roll these zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in your life in the month of April. So let's see what comes up for you guys. We have Capricorn coming up, okay. So we got some Capricorn energy. We got Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius again. Apparently we've got a lot of Sag energy coming in for the month of April for you guys. And Aquarius. So Aquarius, Sagittarius, or Capricorn. So this could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign, or it could even be a reflection of your own. So these are the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in your life in the month of April in regards to your love life. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take all of these together and get any last information for you guys. All right, so one of them wanted to pop out early. So we have the moon being in Scorpio in the 12th house. So the 12th house is like Piscean energy. The moon is some Cancerian energy. So this is all about some self-nurture as well and going deep into your subconscious mind, okay, to reveal stuff that you repress, because Scorpio is where we repress stuff, and also the 12th house is also kind of where we keep secrets and repress stuff. And it's interesting that we have the High Priestess being reversed, because this is all about getting over your need to conceal the way that you feel. And I know that y'all thinking about that song right now, but let's get okay, Elsa, get out of my head right now. So yes, this is you guys finding how to express yourself emotionally and stop repressing yourself emotionally. The month of April is the biggest theme is opening yourselves up to have heart-to-heart conversations in the month of April and to break down those old walls, break down those old barriers so that we can finally really express ourselves and not be worried and not be kept up all night, not have anxiety, not have sleepless nights. The whole reason why you're having that anyway is because you probably have things on your mind that need to be expressed. And so if that is the case, go and express them, my love, and then have a very good night's sleep. And with that being said, I'm also really feeling like pulling out some more cards for you guys. Let's see what else we get over here with this other love oracle. So we have memories popping up. So it could be something from the past that's been bothering you that you feel like you need to bring up, or just having conversations about your past with somebody is probably going to be pretty important. And let's see what else we get over here. We also have caution. So this is breaking down your guys' walls and barriers. Where do you find yourself being overly cautious, overly protective over yourself and things like that? And yeah, this is how I'm seeing that you guys are going to find that true love. You're going to find that true love by dealing with this stuff first, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 1, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! All right, my love, if you guys chose pile number 2, this is going to be your reading for your love life in April of 2021. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, here's what we have for you guys. We have the 4 of Swords upright, then we have the 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords, and then the 4 of Pentacles as our only downwards card, as our only reversed card. So let's talk about what I'm seeing here for you guys. So when we have this Ace of Pentacles, this one's really sticking out to me. This is you guys figuring out what you really want in a relationship, finally figuring out how you want to feel, the security that you want to feel in a relationship. This is asking yourself what you really want, the qualities of a relationship that you really want. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I think that you're rethinking what it is that you really desire in a relationship, and you're wanting to create a more solid beginning for that to go into this direction, because I think that you guys are getting this idea of this solid life that you want in your future, and you're thinking about like, okay, what does that look like? Also that 4 of Swords, this is literally contemplating, dreaming about what it is that you guys want in your future. And so for you guys, this is about, you know, maybe you guys are going to go on some dates and figure out what you do really want, or maybe you guys are just going to explore ideas in your mind by thinking about what it is that you want. And if you guys are in a relationship, this could even be exploring ideas about what you want in your future. So I'm heavily seeing this like theme of figuring out those types of things. This could also be figuring out proper boundaries as well, thinking that, oh, well, I need to actually start to implement this new thing if I want this to succeed, and I need to do this if I want this to succeed. So I see that you guys are doing a lot of daydreaming, a lot of thinking about what you physically need and want out of a relationship. And I think that you guys are going to start to set that foundation of like, I'm not going to settle for less anymore. I'm not going to, entertain anyone who isn't on the same page. This is about really finding people who are on the same page as you, getting really expressive about what it is that you want rather than holding back, so that you know and you can weed out the bad options versus the good options for you particularly. Then also with this Queen of Wands right here, this is us getting kind of excited about what it is that we want. So I do think that you guys are going to be visualizing a lot of things. It could also mean that there's a lot of passion that's going to be rising up in the month of April. So I do think that you guys might be, there could be somebody that you're interested in, there could be somebody that you're attracted to, somebody that's on your mind that you're thinking about. So yes, I do think that you guys are going to be thinking about what it is that you want, and it's just going to be like beaming out of your mind, and you're like, ooh, I think I have a really good idea of something that I'm really inspired to attain in my life. So I definitely see this sort of energy happening for you guys. We do also have this Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords can mean that we are thinking about what went wrong in the past, or the things that haven't worked out for us in the past, and our experiences, our previous experiences in love, and our disappointment that we've had maybe, our heartbreak that we've had maybe, and we're thinking about how can I let go of that and then not run into the same sort of thing in the future. If you guys are in a relationship and if you guys have had certain struggles, you're thinking about those certain struggles and thinking about how can I let that go and stop that pattern from continuing? What is it that I'm holding on to that's maybe continuing this pattern? What am I doing that's continuing this pattern? So it's kind of like asking yourselves these really important questions about your love life. So I see that you guys are sort of in more of the planning stage, because this is all about planning right here, trying to find compromises as well. So some of you guys that are in a relationship, this could be trying to find a compromise with your partner, because maybe you guys are thinking about having like this new beginning together, or maybe you guys are planning this new level of commitment together, and you're thinking about, okay, what is it that we both really want, and how can we implement and please everyone? How can we compromise and things like that? So this talks about compromises, and this might be maybe a little bit of a disappointment where we have to let go of certain expectations, because maybe a certain partner is wanting us to compromise for something, and we're like, okay, well, I do want this new beginning, so I guess I have to kind of let go of something that I wanted in order to fit this compromise, right? Because the Three of Pentacles is that compromise, and the Ace of Pentacles is that new beginning. And this is us being pretty inspired, but maybe we have to forego some of the things, but it's also about sticking to what you want. So if you guys are in a relationship, I kind of see that you might be getting super clear about what it is that you want, but maybe you do have to compromise a little bit, because maybe your partner wants something else as well. And so it's this interesting energy of like, ooh, but I know, I've just been thinking about this, I've been visualizing this, and I know what I want now. But then in order to accommodate the other person as well, sometimes we do have to make those compromises, right? But if you guys are single, I see this more as looking into your past and realizing what went wrong, and then realizing that you don't want to settle anymore. So I'm seeing these two different aspects, whether you're single or in a relationship, all right? And so the next card that we have here, we have Chased. What are you running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? What are you afraid or unwilling to face? So certain things, if you guys are in a relationship, maybe you feel overwhelmed because you're trying to find these certain compromises. If you guys are single, maybe it's that you don't want to continue chasing people that aren't giving you what it is that you want, and you're only chasing potential rather than chasing what it is that you do really want. So it's looking at what you used to chase, or the things that are always chasing you, right? So maybe we have a bunch of people that are chasing us that we don't really want, and we're like, no, just forget about it, like stop, So this Chase card can come up in multiple different forms. So I'm just putting out all the different options since it is a general reading, but that is what we're seeing over there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our romance oracle, and let's see what we get for you guys. Pile number 2. So pile number 2, April love life. Let's see. Okay. We have express your love coming up. So guys, April is the month to express yourself and express what you want as well. So this isn't just about expressing your love. This is also about expressing what it is that you are desiring, because as we were saying earlier, it looks like you guys are really starting to see what you want in a relationship. So this is about expressing those certain things, and then also hearing another person out about the way that they feel, right? The next card that we have here, we have codependency. So in what ways do you guys feel codependent? In what ways do you stay attached to somebody and compromise too much, you know? Sometimes we end up not even necessarily compromising, but we end up just giving ourselves away, right? But compromises are always healthy. But when we just let the other person always have what they want because we have a fear of rejection, or we have a fear of disappointing somebody, that's a problem that we need to face, right? So in what ways might you be codependent? And maybe you guys are facing that in the month of April, okay? So with that being said, let's look at this. In the next card, we have separation. So time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, we're going to talk about that one in 2 seconds. So it could be this Three of Swords that we have over here. There might be some sort of separation or some sort of disappointment in your love life where you're like, oh, well, that didn't really go as planned, because maybe you're getting so sure about what you want that you're disappointing somebody, and maybe you were causing a bit of separation. Okay? Then we also have worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. So if you guys are single, or if you feel like love isn't really working out for you, it's because there is divine timing at play in your love life right now. Now is not the right time to maybe, if you're single, maybe now is not the right time for somebody to come into your life. If you guys are in a relationship, maybe this is worth, seeing how this plays out. Right? So you guys are going to have to figure out how exactly this is going to correlate to you, because again, it is a general reading, and when we do love life messages, I know that there's single people and not single people, and sometimes the messages can be pretty different for each of them depending on how we view this perspective of the cards, okay? So that's why I'm pointing out all these different sort of things. So figure out how this resonates with you the most. What are your gut feelings about this? And kind of you can decipher how it applies to you particularly, okay? So with that being said, let's also grab our Astro cards and let's see what else we get for you guys. So pile number 2, love life in the month of April. Waning crescent. So this is us going through a cleaning out of the closet type of energy, when we're ready to discard old things that no longer serve us. We're ready to let go of old things that no longer serve us. Maybe you guys are ready to let go of people that are not right for you. Maybe you guys are ready to stop entertaining people who are not giving you back what you want, right? So waning crescent, that's what waning crescent is all about. Let's see if we can get some more cards here for you guys. So pile 2. All right. So we also have the sun coming up. So this is all about self-expression, being the spotlight, realizing your own self-worth. Okay. So the month of April is going to be hugely about your own self-worth, and how much are you willing to compromise and how much are you not willing to compromise? What is your love worth? Okay. So you're going to need to ask yourself some of those big questions, and April is going to be those questions will be popping up for you guys. We also have the last quarter moon. Let's try to get one more card out of here. We get 2 more cards, okay. Let's go with it. Let's see what we get over here. Okay, there we go. So we have the solar eclipse and the new moon, and also the last quarter moon. Lots of moon things right here. So, okay, so where are your emotions? Okay, so solar eclipse is very intense. Let's talk about this one first. The moon is your emotions. Solar eclipse is when the moon goes in front of the sun, and the sun rules, your ego and your soul. The sun is the soul. So where are your emotions getting in the way of what your soul wants? Maybe your emotions have some big attachments, but they're getting in the way of what your soul really desires because you're too emotionally attached to something. So that's the codependency that we have over here. Then we do also have the new moon. So this is about getting ready for a new start, and the last quarter moon. So we're getting ready to let go of something, the last quarter, before we're ready for a new beginning. So the waning crescent is when we are waning away from the full moon, going into a new moon. The last quarter is also when we're going into a new moon. Then we also have the new moon card. So with all of this right here, it kind of looks like you guys are just getting ready to let go of the things that no longer serve you anymore. And especially if you guys, I'm just really feeling, whether you guys are single or in a relationship, you are so done with letting somebody take advantage of you, or always doing what the other person wants. You're so ready to kind of step up to the plate and stop people pleasing. I think that you guys are really getting farther and farther away from this people pleasing mentality, and you guys are starting to really question, what is it that I want, and why can't I have that, right? Because maybe we're so used to people pleasing for other people, or we're so used to compromising for other people, right? And so this is asking yourself, what do you really want? And getting ready for this new phase. Getting a little bit more selfish, but in a healthy way. Because I think that you guys were too codependent before and you always people pleased. Okay, so the month of April is about getting over those types of things, okay? So with that being said, let's take our last deck of cards. Let's shuffle these to get any last info before going into our Astro dice. All right, so we have influence. This is about not letting other people influence you anymore. Okay, so the month of April, and caution. So where are the red flags coming up for you guys? Okay, where are your boundaries? Where are you going to draw the boundary? So with that being said, it's also interesting. We have angel number and an angel number, 33 and 22, okay? So the 33, this is about celebration. This is about yourself or celebrating with other people. This is a healthy, learning about what is healthy, a healthy relationship, healthy partnership, because the twos are all about partnership, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll it 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in the month of April for you guys. So we have Aquarius. This could be Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, or it could even be a reflection of your own. Then we also have Taurus, so Aquarius and Taurus, and Sagittarius. All right, so those are the top 3 zodiac signs that we have for you guys right here. With that being said, let's go ahead and take all these together to get any last info for you guys. Okay, so we have Pluto in Taurus in the 7th house. The 7th house deals with relationships and partnerships. Taurus deals with our comfortability, the physical things that we own, things like that, what we really desire to own in the future. Pluto is getting rid of some stuff, okay? So Pluto comes through when we maybe have certain attachments, because Taurus can also be about our physical attachments that we have. So when Pluto transits, when Pluto's in Taurus, this is about us realizing what we might be super attached to, especially in relationships. Okay, so getting rid of what does not serve us in this area, eradicating what does not serve us anymore, and kind of being able to really see it, have it come to our attention, right? So that we can see it and let it go. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be a reading for your April love life of 2021. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile 3, here's what we have for you guys. We have the pool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just gonna start referring to that as the pool now. So yeah, the Fool, the Page of Cups. Apparently I'm thinking about pools, guys. I really would like to go in a pool right now. So yeah, the Fool, Page of Cups, the 9 of Wands being reversed, then we have the 8 of Pentacles being reversed, then we have the 2 of Cups. So what I'm really seeing here for you guys is that there's this whole new journey happening for you guys in your love life. So I don't know if you guys met somebody new, or you're ascending to a new level of commitment with somebody, or you're just on a new path in general in life, but this is a new path with your love life. And with Page of Cups over here, this is like a new romance sort of blossoming, or this is sort of like a new date coming in, maybe somebody that wants to take you out on a date, or something like that. But there's some sort of newness that's happening over here. New emotions are getting risen up inside of you. Maybe there's a new person that you have interest in. So the month of April, I definitely see this new journey with this person, or with your feelings in general, okay? And the 9 of Wands that we have being reversed over here kind of signifies that we might be holding ourselves back a little bit, because maybe we've been hurt in the past, or we have a fear of rejection, but I'm definitely seeing this sort of fear of rejection coming in. But we might have interest in somebody, but we're not fully expressing ourselves because there's this fear of rejection. So we're kind of like, you know, we have our foot in the door, but we're not walking fully in, because I think that you guys are still a little bit worried and still a little bit scared. But think about what it is that you want to do, what is it that you want to build, and if you want to build a solid relationship, this is about opening yourselves up to do that, putting in the time, putting in the effort to do that, because if you do not do that, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's not going to be what you want it to be. So this reading is all about opening up to be a little bit more vulnerable. So the month of April, I do see you guys kind of still holding yourselves off a little bit, or still holding yourselves back a little bit from fully expressing yourselves or fully being vulnerable with somebody. But then we do also have the 2 of Cups over here. So this is a really good card, especially when talking about your love life or relationships and stuff like that, because this is a new level of commitment. This is totally a person who's interested in you, going to that new level of commitment, understanding each other, having a really divine connection. The 2 of Cups is such a beautiful divine connection. So yes, I mean, I'm seeing some real good stuff over here, you guys. This just is letting you know that you do need to open up a little bit more. You do need to be a little bit more vulnerable, but it's okay because it looks like it's all turning out really good anyway. So no need to worry, pile number 3, because this looks like there's mutual feelings here and it looks really good, okay? So the next card that we have vehicles and cars. So maybe there's some sort of opportunity to travel. This can also talk about maybe there's a distance between you two, or like, you know, needing to make the effort in some sort of way, because the car is all about making an effort, extending out a welcoming hand. So this is about you guys needing to step up and make some sort of effort. So I do think that in the month of April, you guys are going to be like, okay, I just need to go for it. I just need to jump right in, get in the car, I just need to go for it. So yes, I do see lots of good things regarding your love life, and it does look like it's moving forward. It looks like you guys have a destination in mind, but this is about asking yourselves the question of like, what destination do I want to get to? What do I want this to look like? And then putting in the effort to do so. But this requires being vulnerable in order to put in the effort. And then the outcome is really good, my love. Ooh, okay, Two of Cups. I love that card. Whenever that comes up in a love reading, I'm like, ooh, baby, yes. So let's see what else we get. We're gonna take our romance cards and see what else we get for you guys. So pile number 3. April love life for pile number 3. We have free yourself. Okay, so this is about your freedom as well. So being able to liberate yourself and open yourself up. Free yourself. Stop putting yourself in a cage. Stop putting your heart in a cage. Be the fool and just liberate yourselves. Don't be worried to look like a fool. Don't be worried to show all of your quirks and all your weird sides. Okay, this is about really freeing yourselves in the month of April. And when you guys do that, this love is going to really start to blossom. Look at that. Page of Cups all the way to the 2 of Cups. This is so good, okay? So let's see what else we get for you guys. Pile number 3, we also have it is safe. Oh, look at that. Confirmation, you guys. It is safe for you to love. Free yourself. Don't be the caged up heart. It is safe for you to love. April is going to be hugely about just opening yourselves up. Being expressive. Wearing your heart on your sleeve, baby. Okay? Ooh, let's see what else we get. I'm feeling this pile a lot. Okay. Are you guys worried? Do you guys have a fear of deception? Do you guys worry about this? Okay? What are you worried about? Also, don't deceive somebody. Be the real you, because when you keep yourself caged up like this, we're not being our authentic selves. Okay? All right. We have one that just fell on the ground. I'm going to go grab it. All right, and the one on the floor was passion, baby. Who's awakening your passions? Okay, I do also want to clarify, I don't see this deception card being a bad thing because you guys have such good cards over here. I really see this as you guys having a fear of this, or you guys have a fear of like whatever's happened to you guys in the past. So I want to clarify, I do see this card as not like a warning sign for you guys. I see this card actually just as like fears that you guys have to conquer, okay? Because we have such good cards over here that's saying it is safe for you to love. We would not have that card along with this card if this card wasn't talking about maybe fears that you guys have internally, but it is safe for you to love. Then we do also have passion over here, so I do see that someone's gonna really invoke some really good feelings in you, and I think that this person I think you're gonna have like this new passion for this new person. I'm really seeing that for you guys, okay? So this is looking really beautiful so far, pile number 3. So let's see what else we get for you guys. We're gonna take our astrology cards. So pile 3, April love life for pile number 3. Let's see, we have Aquarius popping up. Okay, so that's something that's like new. It's totally different than you've ever experienced before, probably. This could deal with somebody that you're talking to online as well, because Aquarius does rule technology. Somebody that you might meet online in some sort of way, okay? Oh, we have a bunch of follow cards. Okay, that was way too many. We're going to continue to shuffle that because that was like probably 15 different cards right there. But there's a sign that there's a lot of energy in this. We also have Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, coming up. Interesting, okay? So Uranus is things that are really unexpected. So this is really coming out of the blue for you guys. I think that you weren't even, this is gonna happen really quickly, I feel like. And it's just totally out of the blue. It's like random. All of a sudden you like start talking to this person and it's like, oh. And then we also have Leo coming up. So Leo is significant because this is about us feeling like we're really being seen, that we really want to express ourselves, but this requires opening yourselves up, okay? It hugely requires opening yourselves up, but this can be something that's really fun, right? And the Leo energy is like the 5th house energy, which is all about passion, dating, romance, things like that, okay? Let's see what else we get over here for you guys. We also have Ceres, so that can talk about pregnancy, but it also can also talk about nurturing. So this is opening up your heart to be nurtured and to do some nurturing, okay? So it's time to open up your heart in that way. And then we also have confirmation of that because we have Cancer coming out. So Cancer is us being totally open and free with our emotions. This is about cuddling. This is about romance. This is about opening up about deeper feelings that we have within. So this is a huge theme for you guys in the month of April, is really starting to open yourselves up. And let's see what else we get for you guys. We also have, okay, regret. Is there something that you guys would regret if you didn't do it? Is there something on your mind that or are you scared of moving forward? Are you scared of opening yourselves up? Because look at that the 9 of Wands. Are you scared that you might regret something if you do it? What is on your mind, guys? I want to get a clarification card for that one, actually, but we're going to do that in 2 seconds. Let's see what else we get. Mystery. So I think for you guys, stepping into the unknown is something that's kind of scary for you guys. Okay, so let's get a clarification card for our regret card that we have coming up. So let's take these cards. Let's get one more clarification card. Oh, are you going to regret opening up? Are you scared that you're going to regret opening up to somebody? Are you scared of rejection? So this is hugely talking about being scared of rejection. Okay, so are you going to regret if you don't open up? It's almost like that question that people ask, like, you might as well wear your heart on your sleeve, because if you get rejected, at least you put yourself out there anyway, right? At least you tried, and now you know for sure. And there's no need to worry about it, because it's not like you're still fine at the end of the day, right? So you might as well at least put yourself out there and try, because then you'll at least know. So that's what I'm kind of picking up from these cards right here. It's like this huge theme of just open up, baby, just open up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro Dice. We're going to take the zodiac sign one. We're going to roll it 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in your life in the month of April. So let's roll it. Let's see what we get. We get Cancer coming up. So this could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign. We also get Gemini coming up. So Cancer in Gemini energy. We also get Taurus. So Cancer, Gemini, and Taurus energy for you guys. That will most likely be the most prominent in your life in the month of April, okay, in your love life. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take all of the dice together, and let's roll them to get any last info on this reading for you guys. All right, so we have Saturn being in Virgo in the 12th house. You guys are perfectionists. You guys put boundaries up because you want everything to be perfect. So this is about letting your guard down and allowing yourself to realize that it's not all going to be perfect, right? So in your mind, you have a way where you kind of filter yourselves because you don't want to be super vulnerable. The 12th house is where we hide all of our like insecurities, all of our darker thoughts, all of our subconscious stuff, all of our, deeper personalities that we have, right? So with Virgo, we try to perfect that. We try to put it through a filter so that we can come across looking perfect. And Saturn is also about like putting up the walls and restrictions. So this is about breaking down those walls and letting somebody into the deepest parts of yourselves. So the month of April is the challenge, right? Because Saturn's the challenge of breaking through this perfectionist filter to open up to the deeper parts of yourselves, to really be vulnerable. Because that's where we can really open up and allow somebody in, baby. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, baby. So pile number 4, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of April, your love life. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 4, here's what we have for you guys. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Wands being reversed over here, then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Moon being reversed. So what I'm seeing for you guys right off the bat is that you guys are finally letting go of some sort of inner conflict or some sort of like attachments from the past, looking at, you know, the things that did not work out in the past, looking at the disappointments that might have happened. And you guys are finally really liberating yourselves from that in the month of April. And I see you guys finally like really starting to enjoy yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is like this independent woman who feels so good. And it doesn't mean that you guys like are single. If you guys are in a relationship, this could still be relevant, but it could be you guys just like, you know, finally just really starting to focus on you and letting go of like old conflict or old, you know, chaotic energy that happened in the past, right? So this is kind of the theme of April, is just letting go of all the things that no longer serve you, all of the things that you feel like you don't want to focus on anymore. And this is about really starting to enjoy you time, really starting to take care of you. And it looks like you guys realize that maybe you went through this sort of like, you know, tougher time with your love life. When we have the Wheel of Fortune being reversed, this could mean that sometimes we end up attracting to us a lot of situations that we did not want, and realizing that that's just what happened in the past, right? And then we do also have the Moon being reversed. So this is, you know, kind of feeling a little bit lost in your love life, feeling like I don't really maybe know what I want, or things like that. So there is this emotion in April of maybe not really knowing fully what you want in your love life, and realizing that the past was a bit chaotic for you, but now it's just time for you guys to live you. And I really think that the theme of this, the reason why this is happening, is because you're meant to be living life for you right now. You're meant to be focusing on you, because as you get to know yourself more, as you begin to develop yourself more, you realize what you want more and more. And it becomes easier from then on out to attract to you what you do want, to have proper boundaries, to have, you know, internal reflection, so that you learn and grow enough so that when you do meet the right person, it really works out, because divine timing is so important. If we meet our person too soon before we've learned all the tough lessons, then we have to learn the tough lessons with that person, and sometimes it wouldn't last, right? So if we learn those tough lessons through other people first, that ends up being a way better outcome, because then when we do meet our person, everything ends up being so much better than we could have imagined, okay? So with that being said, this is the theme that we have going on right here. Our next card that we have is landscapes and places. So are you comfortable in your environment? Do you wish to explore new experiences and perspectives? Do you wish to escape from your present constraints? So maybe you guys feel this need to like maybe break free from where you're currently at, because maybe you guys feel this sort of energy and this weight from your past that you guys are so ready to just kind of like let go of. And so April is you guys letting go of those things and starting to really start to focus on you and your environment, the place that you are, and making yourself feel better. I think that you guys are gonna be really focused on a lot of self-care, making your environment feel more comfortable so that you can relax more, so that you can feel more good. So April is a lot of like self-love and self-focus for you guys, pile number 4. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our romance deck and see what else comes up for you guys, okay? So pile 4, April love life. Ooh, separation. So maybe you guys recently got separated, or you are not in a relationship right now and things like that. So that's confirmation of that. And then we also have this could be the one. So are you guys battling some internal emotions about your ex being the one? Because that's what I'm kind of seeing with that card coming up right now, is that maybe you guys are thinking about like, oh, were they the one? And maybe that's why you're going through this internal conflict. But I see that you guys are finally going to be ready to let that go in the month of April, and finally hopefully be ready to move on from that, okay? All right, and then let's see what else we get here. We have chemistry. So I think that you guys are really looking for a connection. Maybe you guys feel about your ex like, oh, that was the only person that I felt so attracted to before, and maybe that's why you guys feel so hung up about it, because maybe there's still some sort of internal karma that needs to play out. Then we do also have attraction. So is there somebody that you guys are attracted to? Are you guys gonna start getting attracted to somebody in the month of April? That could be a possibility for some of you guys, but if not, I'm kind of seeing that you guys are still maybe attached. I'm getting this feeling of like attached to your past. Okay, we're separated from it, but you guys are still sort of attached to it and not fully over it quite yet. And it could be because there's still like more karma there to play out. I guess you guys will have to see in your own particular situation, or it's just that we haven't done enough to help ourselves move on, right? Because sometimes we need to really do things that help us move on. We need to find new focuses. We need to put our energy towards something new, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our astrology deck and see what else comes up, okay? We already have a couple cards coming up. So we have the sun, we have the last quarter moon, and we have the fourth house. So the sun, this is all about expression. So I do think that you guys are going to be inclined to really express yourselves and express your feelings in the month of April. We do also have the last quarter moon. So this is realizing that maybe you're on the last chapter, you're the last part of this certain chapter, and we're wanting to express certain things. Then we do also have the fourth house. This deals with your home life. So some of you guys, this could be conflict in your home life and things like that, having to figure out more of that sort of stuff. All right, let's see what else we get. Let's get one more astrology card here. We also have Chiron. So this is the wounded warrior. So we're having to face our previous wounds in order to grow and find them and have them become our strengths. Chiron takes wounds and makes them into strengths. So the month of April for you guys is facing your internal wounds that you've had from the past and figuring out how you can make that a strength instead. Because when we reflect on it, we learn from it, and it does become a strength, okay? Once a wound heals, it becomes a scar, which is a lot tougher skin than normal skin. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take this deck right here to get some more info for you guys. We have fun. So April is going to be about you guys focusing on how you guys can have fun. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles and the fun card, this is about you guys being like, okay, you know, I might be on my own now, but how can I have fun on my own? What can I do? What can I start to implement more into my life to start to really enjoy it? Then we also do have the regret card coming up. Do you guys have certain, like, I'm getting this energy that you guys are still hung up on the past, okay? There's definitely an energy here that you guys are still in remorse of something that happened in the past. But April is the month of getting up off your bum to have more fun. So I just said that because it rhymed. But of course, take time for yourself, sink into those emotions, feel them, because that's so important. But then also remember to have fun and do things that bring up your happiness, because then that makes healing so much easier, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro dice. We're going to take our zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll it 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are going to be the most prominent in the month of April for you guys. So let's see, we get Pisces energy coming up for you guys, pile number 4. We got Pisces. We have Gemini energy coming up. So Pisces, Gemini, and also Scorpio energy. Okay, and we also do have some Cancerian energy, some Leo energy happening over here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take all of these together to get any last info for you guys on your reading. All right, so we have Neptune being in Cancer in the 5th house. So what do you visualize? Okay, so you guys might be hung up on a vision that you have in your romantic life. You are emotionally attached to a fantasy vision, the potential of somebody. Sometimes, you know, when we are remorsing somebody, or we have those feelings of loss for somebody and we are hurt, usually the pain that we feel from that stems from our perception of what they could have been rather than who they actually were. We're not feeling pain because of who they actually were. We're feeling the pain because of the idea that we had in our mind of what they could have been, not who they actually were, right? So you guys might be feeling pain on this fantasy that you guys have of who this person could have been romantically for you and emotionally. But did they really show up like that? So that's the important question that you guys are gonna have to ask yourselves in the month of April. So I do see you guys kind of facing these things, but I also see you guys having a lot of fun in between that. So this isn't all bad. I do see you guys being able to have fun and being able to really enjoy yourself and enjoy your independence so much. But we are kind of dealing with this sort of theme in the month of April. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of April for your love life. So let's hop right into it. Wow, okay, so pile number 5, here's what we have for you guys. We have the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, Temperance, all upright. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles being reversed and the Ace of Cups being reversed. So let's talk about what all of this is over here. So what I'm seeing for you guys is that you guys might be overthinking something in the month of April. I see you guys just wrapped up in your thoughts. As we can see, she's just like, the Queen of Swords is all about thoughts. The swords are the air signs. It's the mind, right? Then we do also have the 7 of Swords here, and then the 6 of Pentacles being reversed is also also sticking out to me. So it might mean that you guys are overthinking something because there might be an imbalance in fairness or the dedication of somebody. Like maybe you're putting in more than you're getting back, right? And so we might be thinking about these sorts of things in the month of April, not necessarily overthinking. This is a healthy version of thinking when it's upright, right? So we're just thinking about maybe the fact that somebody isn't showing up the way that we expect them to, the way that we want them to, and it's not really being reciprocated. Maybe the amount of effort that we're putting into something isn't being reciprocated back to us. This could be talking about a friendship. This could be talking about a lover. This could be talking about family members as well. So you guys are gonna have to figure out how this correlates to your particular situation, but it kind of looks like you guys are a little bit disappointed about some sort of imbalance that's happening right now in your love life. There isn't a fair give or take happening right now, but with temperance, we are figuring out ways to balance that out. So when temperance does come up, this is figuring out how to mix oil and water, right? So someone may be really different from us and might have entirely different values than we do, and maybe that's why we're not really connecting, and that's why we feel hurt by them, is because they're speaking a totally different love language than us, right? They aren't maybe super similar to us, and so we're figuring out how we can mix them and how we can both be pleased and how we can both be balanced when we're together. So this is sort of the theme that I'm seeing for you guys in the month of April thus far. And then the Ace of Cups being reversed over here, are you giving too much rather than what you are getting? That is the big question for the month of April, okay? So the next card that we have for you guys is colors and numbers. So are you guys making a list? Are you tallying it up and realizing how many times that you've put in effort, whereas maybe you haven't gotten any back and things like that? This is also paying attention to signs. Signs are going to be heavy in the month of April. So looking at different numbers that might pop out to you, repeating numbers. When you look at a clock, is it always the same time that it says, and things like that. So looking at different colors or different things that are flying around in the sky and stuff like that, different signs that you might see. Okay, so pay attention to the signs that you're seeing, because I think that you guys are going to be receiving a lot in April for big questions that you've been asking. The Queen of Swords, she asks a lot of questions, okay? She has a lot on her mind and she wants answers to them. So look for the signs, the synchronicities, what are they telling you? This is also about getting deeper into communication as well. So if there is somebody who's been acting this way and you feel this way, this is about learning how to express that as well. So that is what we're seeing over here for our tarot cards for you guys. So let's take out our Romance Angels tarot or oracle deck and get some more information on this reading for you guys. So pile number 5, April 2021 love life. Wedding. Okay, so this, some of you guys might be married and this is talking about that, or you guys are in some, you want more commitment. This could also talk about you guys desiring more commitment from somebody, okay? Keep an open mind. Okay, so this is about not making harsh decisions too quickly, okay? This is about keeping an open mind, because maybe the reason why people are acting a certain way is because that's just, they don't know any better, right? Because maybe that's just what they're used to. So this is about us being able to open up about what we do really want so that we can hopefully get that reciprocated. Okay, and then the next card that we have reconciliation. So if you guys have been going through some sort of problem like this, I do think it's going to get resolved. I think that you guys are going to make up and it's going to be fine, but it does require communication, talking about it, keeping an open mind, hearing someone out about why this hasn't been happening. Like, we can't be too butthurt over it and approach the situation with a negative mindset, because when we do that, people tend to just get defensive right away rather than being open to what you have to say. So keeping an open mind and just having a heart-to-heart conversation about the things that you expect and what you really desire, okay? The next card that we have religious factors. So this talks about the different values that you might have. So the values that you might have might be very different from the person that you're with, right? And because of that, this is where misunderstandings happen. This is where we don't really receive what we really want in a relationship and things like that, because we have different values. And so when we communicate about that, and we start to talk about that, that is when we begin to sort these things out, okay? Also, sorry, my doorbell definitely just rang. But yes, this is when we begin to sort these things out, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our next deck of cards, and let's see what else we get for you guys. So pile 5, love life in April. Okay, we have a fallout card, and that is Sagittarius. It is on the floor. I might grab that in a second, but we also have Pisces coming up. Okay, so Sagittarius is about talking about different philosophies, different values, and things like that. Sorry, that card fell right underneath my camera stand, and so I would have to like duck under there to like go get it. So I'm not going to do that right now. But Sagittarius is all about our philosophies, our mindsets, communicating about that, right? Having the freedom to do that, feeling free enough to do that. Then we do also have this Pisces card. So this is about our subconscious mind. So someone else's programming might be entirely different than yours, and that's why we aren't meeting eye to eye. That's why we're not on the same page right now. So as we communicate more and more, we begin to add awareness to our states of being, who we are internally, and because of that, then we can start to actually please someone else. That way we can actually get on the same page as somebody, is by having an open mind and communicating about things in a healthy way. We also have Venus. This talks about love and romance and things like that. So what are your values in love and romance, and how can we talk about those more and more, right? So that's the theme of April. Then we do also have Pallas, Athena, and let's try to get one more astrology card right here. Okay, so we also have Aquarius. So Pallas Athena is like the asteroid of Athena, essentially, which is the warrior type of goddess. So she comes up when we start to put on more of a front, right? Where we start to get a little bit more defensive. So this is about letting down your guard and keeping an open mind. So April is all about keeping an open mind so that we can have that reconciliation, so we can have that deeper understanding. So where somebody wants to listen to us. And Aquarius is being a little bit more of the humanitarian. This is somebody who, this is the energy of compromises. This is the energy of discovering new ways of doing things that maybe aren't so conventional, that can help us find balance. Right? So this is all about finding balance and things like that. So that is what we have coming up in the astrology cards. And let's see what else we get from this deck of cards right here. All right, so this has been coming up for a lot of piles today. We have the regret card coming up again. So think before you act, otherwise we might end up in situations that we regret, right? Ooh, and then we have quite a few others coming out. So we also have the flirt card. Okay. We also have differences and friendships. So flirt. So if there's chemistry in here, there's some good reconciliation. I also see, you guys, it's not all a bad month. It's not all challenges. I do see that there's going to be, fun things, reconciliation, flirting. I think that this looks really good together right here, like flirt and reconciliation, baby. That looks good. And then we do also have differences. So you guys have to, this is about talking about where your differences are with this person. And once we can communicate that better, then we can understand each other better, and then we can have this open mind, and then we can actually heal that and create a deeper bond, right? Because we understand each other more. So figure out where your differences are, and that way you guys can heal that and then be able to compromise in ways that can help the other person feel more love and things like that, right? So that is what we're seeing right there. We're also going to take our Astro dice to get any last information on this reading. We're going to take the zodiac sign dice first, get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in your life in the month of April of 2021. So let's roll this 3 times and see what we get for you guys. We have a Libra coming up, so this could be Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising people. We also have Gemini coming up. Gemini's coming up for a lot of piles today. Okay, so yeah. Let's see what else we get. Libra, Gemini, and then we also got Libra coming up again, so a lot of Libra energy, and then also it went on Capricorn and Gemini again. Let's see what else we get. And then also Leo. So lots of different signs there. There's a lot of energy today. So let's just go with that. Those are the zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in your life in the month of April, and then let's roll all these together to get any last info for you guys. All right, so we have the North Node in Capricorn in the 6th house. So the North Node is our destiny, and this is about our destination, our dedication and our willpower. So our destiny and our dedication, our willpower for things, can we reorganize things? How can we reschedule things so that they work out? The 6th house is about healing, about really open conversations. The 6th house is about service to others. How can we better serve others so that they can better serve us as well? Our commitment is being tested towards other people as well, and things like that. So this is the themes that I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 5 in the month of April for your love life. It does look like it's all going to turn out good as long as you guys keep an open mind and keep open conversation happening. It does look like there's going to be some good reconciliation and flirting and things like that. Although yes, it is kind of getting over some certain obstacles as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one.